there's a delay in a live video. Right. I thought I would do Satsang while doing the dishes, but then I thought, you know what, I have to have total focus, so I shut off the water. Okay, so yeah, I said I was going to create a meditation here and a discussion. I don't know if I'll do a meditation right now. This is more of a inspirational discussion. So you want to get a little cup of tea or whatever you drink in the morning. I have this on right now because I want to go outside and feed my birds. It's so nice. It's like 45, 50 degrees. I really feel Chicago's getting more of a temperate climate. Now, I'm not a meteorologist, but I love the weather here. The rain, okay, the rain does create a little pain in my body, but nothing like before. For entertainment purposes only, I think I was telling you that I started taking collagen at night. So I started taking collagen because it's really, if you look at a chart about collagen, when you're in your prime, your 20s, your 30s, the collagen is really high. But then when you get to my age group, man, it just plummets. So, and we need collagen for everything in our body, so we have to replace it. I think it's beneficial to replace it. I also think it's beneficial during this time to get massaged and adjusted and acupuncture, because the title, right, is Roadblocks, right? And I feel like many of us are experiencing. I had a discussion with my dear friend today, my dear friend Terry, and we talked about there's a lot of stuff going on at work, right? Like I said, it was Venus and Scorpio this week. So if you notice that some people are poking, right? They're poking. They want to get at you. That's Venus and Scorpio. Think of the stinging tail, right? But, like I said, don't just focus on the tail. Focus on the spiritual. You want to stay in your spiritual center. You can also tap your third eye just to stimulate the pineal and pituitary gland. I've taught you that before in the past. We don't do it enough. So right now, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of roadblocks. Okay, and you don't want to take these roadblocks. Okay, let's focus on this now. You don't want to take these roadblocks with you into 2024. This is what I've heard. This is what I've read. This is what I've studied. So this is not just my opinion. This is the opinion, okay, of many, many different astrologers. And I really respect the astrology community, the astrologer community. I think more countries should listen to astrology because they're falling apart. They're destroying each other. And it's so sad to see. And did you see that cube, that 3D cube, I guess you would call it, that's in Mecca, that they worship? I don't know, there's something in there that they worship. They go around the cube and pray. It went underwater. So Spirit's going to take care of what it needs to take care of, but we have to surrender ourselves to our divinity. Each person has a divinity of their own. Each person has a guardian angel, whether you believe it or not, whether you're an atheist or not. That's a fact. So, and it's true. Look at all the Bibles, look at all these cases in history where you always had divine people coming on the planet. It's even carved into the pyramids. So yeah, we don't want to take roadblocks with us. We're acting like desperados. Oh, this is happening, that's happening. Complain, complain, complain. Okay, so if you're complaining all the time about your things falling apart, you're not going to move past it as fast. And we want to speed things up. We want to come into that balance, right? We don't want to stuck where we are complaining about things. Yeah, maybe you have a body disease. I have arthritis. Okay, I'm trying to heal it, trying to do the best I can here. We want to come into that center, though, where we're not always thinking about all those things. Just let Divine Spirit guide you to how you can come into balance for your own life. Don't be running around like a chicken cut off, like a desperado. Because if you want to do that, you're going to take that into 2024. And why is 2024? It's starting already now, the energy. You want to ride that wagon of silvery, starry light. You want to really get in there because it's a time of manifestation. So it's a time of manifestation. So what do we want to manifest? What do you want to manifest, right? Find out where your roadblock is. Find out what we are doing to help ourselves. Simply, it could be just playing more. It could just be playing more. So, think about how you could play more with your life. In India, they call it Leela. Leela. What is Leela? Leela is to play. Everything here is like a performance, right? So how do you want to perform on stage here, on this planet? How do you want to perform? Are you a protagonist? Are you an antagonist? You got to figure it out. Because if we don't figure it out, we're going to carry that into 2024. So we want to stay positive. We want to look at life like a play. What kind of actor are you setting the stage for? What are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to help yourself? So maybe you need a friend to talk to. Maybe you need a massage or an adjustment. I think we all need massage and adjustments. Even our children. Because children, I remember, they fall out of the bed, right? I mean, my kids had bunk beds, right? And then one day I was walking with my 3 or 4-year-old down the street. And he was like not walking right. So I was doing my internship with Katie Belko at the Midwest Center of Oriental Medicine. And I brought him along. And she put him on the table. And she adjusted his hips. He got up, just totally unbiased, right? This is a kid, a baby, 3 or 4. He jumps off the table and he goes running around the room and down the hallway and coming back. He goes, look, I can run again. She adjusted his hip. His hip was out. So sometimes we need to get our body put back together. If you're having chronic neck pain, why? Don't just be dumping all those drugs in your body, all the pharmaceuticals. Dump something good in your body. Get a massage. Get an adjustment. I was looking today on TUI, and they have this place called Therapeutic Massage. And I thought, I have to go there and get a body session. So we have to do things that are good for ourselves. Imagine what you want to do in 2024. Imagine, don't think, oh, I got this to do and this to do. I have to replace my furnace. Yeah, well, it's a material object. If you don't want all those material objects and you don't want all that responsibility, then simplify your life. Sell your house, downsize, and move into a smaller structure. They're always complaining, oh, people are homeless, people are homeless. Well, why are they friggin' homeless? Because you're building these giant houses that cost so much money. Why don't you build something smaller, that's maybe a $50,000 house? Maybe it'll have just a bathroom, a little kitchen, a living room, and a small bedroom, all in one. But people can live there, and they can lock their door, and they can keep themselves clean. So we really need to think outside the box, right? We need to give ourselves over the spirit to do the right thing. So yeah, I know you guys have been spending a lot of money, me too. But you know what? Don't wait till things fall apart before you make a decision. Don't wait till things fall apart. You guys are intelligent enough and psychic enough and spiritual enough, and we're all moving into the 5th dimension. It's not always comfortable. Sometimes it feels like physical pain because our bodies are changing. The cellular structure is changing. And we need different things for our bodies. Okay? And since I'm an acupuncturist and I studied herbs, I'll show you a product that I take, and of course for entertainment purposes only. So you may want to I don't know, Western medicine, like I said, I dropped out of nursing school in my 3rd year. I disagreed with too much. I saw some stuff happen that, so I disagree with Western medicine. It has its aspects that are healing and that are positive, right? But sometimes you have to go, like I said, think outside the box. So I got this, I started taking this, Ho Shou Wu. And Ho Shou Wu means black man's hair. And I really think the reason I have the color of my hair at 75, almost 76, is because in a lot of my formulas I've been taking Ho Shou Wu. And what it is, it's called like a yin tonic. And if I gave you a little class in herbology, it's called a yin tonic. So when you're talking about yin, you're talking about something that's flexible and malleable. You know, it moves around. You're talking about the nighttime, the moon. So it nourishes your blood. Nourishes your blood. So when you nourish your blood, you're not just putting something on topically, you're taking it internally. Because if your hair is turning gray and your scalp is dry, which mine has a tendency to be drier in the winter, sometimes even in the summer. I try to wear a hat in the summer, but if I'm out there in the heat, you know, you can dry your scalp out. And as you get older, you know, if you're not taking collagen, which would be my suggestion, you can ask your doctor about it, or your rheumatologist, or whoever you go to. And, you know, you can research yourself, Ho Shou Wu. I think it has some really amazing benefits. So, yeah, I'm going to take it till I finish the bottle. I destroyed my last bottle. I got it wet. So you have to be careful with your products. It's 1,500 milligrams. So they say it has rice powder, bamboo extract powder. So I don't know what that does. Maybe it keeps the product from coming together and preserves it. Maybe it has a drying quality. And rice extract blend. Take 3 capsules 2 times per day. So yeah, I decided I took 2. I actually took 3. See, it's from a root. You can see the picture there. The plant. Wait, sorry. Ho Shou Wu. I should try to grow that in my garden. You know, I think it's a good time to grow stuff, right? I planted an orange tree and a lime tree, but they're like not doing anything. So I hope they're not dead. I hope they just went dormant, because that room back there is kind of cold. So, okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you about. There are people that are going to poke you, right? They're going to play nice with you, you know, because they want something from you. But you're high enough vibration that you can see it, right? So you have to rise above it. Don't be criticizing everybody. You know, you have to say, I'm sorry, you know, that you feel like that by being so direct. But, you know, you can turn it around. There's some people that are going to be very direct at this time right now. It's also Mercury retrograde, so it's a good time to clean and organize. That's what I do during Mercury retrograde. I've been cleaning and organizing. It gives you more energy to do that. Although there's a lot of solar flares going on. I mean, have you looked at some images on Mr. MBB, what is he, 333 or something like that? He's talking about, he's showing images of these solar flares. And then all of a sudden, something flies in front of the sun that looks like a rocket ship from another dimension. There's a lot of things going on right now. What was that song by The Doors? Stranger Than Strange or something like that? Strangers Are... That song, that kind of makes me think of the Doors song. If I knew how to edit this, I'd put in some music by the Doors. So yeah, that's a good thing to listen to too, to become peaceful. You want to listen to some music right now. I really like Sam Cooke a lot. I really like Sam Cooke. So yeah, I've been buying some Christmas gifts, as we all have been. And I bought this one for Anita's nieces, the older nieces. It's kind of nice because it's a LCD writing tablet. And there's 2 tablets in here. So, and it comes with the little writing pens. So I figured and it's multicolored. Yeah, wait, let me show you something. It's multicolored. I mean, I think this is good for somebody that that has a lot of stuff. Oh, they just show you the colors in the background. They say 3+ children. I don't know if I'd give it to 3+ children. I'd give it to somebody who's a little older. But that's my opinion. So I got some of those. And then I also bought these balls. Like I said, juggling many balls. I literally bought balls because it's really kind of cute. I'm going to give this to the little kids. It comes looking like this. And you have to try to juggle the balls inside. Wow, I think you have to be really strong to do this. I don't know how you would do this. 12 side rotation. I don't know, that is strange. Move the ball position. Wow, this is kind of hard to use. I don't know if kids could really do this. There's some kind of plastic ball in here. See that yellow thing in there? I have no idea. They're probably going to have to figure it out. I have no idea. You have to have pretty strong fingers to do this. So, I don't know about this toy. 12 sides rotation. But, you know, I bought it because I thought they would have fun with it, but now I have my doubts. Wow. So, I don't know if I should have bought this toy. Okay, so when you make bad decisions, you know, I had made some bad decisions because it was Mercury retrograde, and I bought stuff. And then I bought this from my friend. It's a pain cream by Living Well. I thought this worked pretty good, and you know what's nice about it? It doesn't smell. So if you have somebody who is in pain, and then I bought this for my Jewish friends, my neighbors are so kind. It's kosher chocolate candy. It was a little expensive. It was like $25 a box. And then I bought some games called Money Bags. So I bought that for my special needs students at school. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I mean, I might want to keep this for the kids. It's a pizza fraction game. So I might want to keep that for my granddaughter and her little cousin. Because I have another one I have at school. But the one thing I did bring for school is this. No, it's not made with the points. It's just made with magnets, you know. And then it has 2 games in one. And the other one, I think, is like a soft ball. So there's like the magnetic side and the fabric side. So this, I think this is good for kids, you know. I think that's good for kids. Not have to lug all that stuff to school. We'll see how that works. How that works out, right? All right, we are going to do a meditation. All right, so what's the point of this whole what did I call this? No comments yet. Yeah, I don't know how you do the comment thing here. I don't know if I have to activate it. It's a question, right? I guess I could put a question in, right? So what are we doing to help ourselves, right? So that would be the question. What are we doing to help ourselves? You know, it could be, I heard a lot of people are going to counseling, which is good. People, I think, are open to it now. There's not a stigma, you know? So, add an option. I think I have to set it to default. That's what I did. Okay, so I set it to default. Now I think you guys can comment, right? All right, so let me close that. I'm just kind of learning a little bit here. So I want to do a meditation, and then something told me I need to do a spirit dance. So why don't you go, you know, if you need to go to the baño and get yourself something to drink, and then we're going to stand up and we're going to do a little bit of a spirit dance. It's going to be in the lower hip body action. So we could do a little spirit dance and then a short meditation. And I have to feed my birds and recycle everything and do laundry. Got a lot of physical chores to do today. So I'm really honored to be sitting here with you guys. And my son took my cans out to the curb yesterday, because where I live you have to take your garbage cans out to the curb, which is kind of a pain, but it's the way it is. So if you want to live in the suburbs. So yeah, go to the bathroom if you need to, and I'm going to set up over here. So I hope you enjoyed that little gift thingy that I did. You know, I did buy a couple of sweaters, but you know, I don't know, they just run small. They run really small. So I don't know, now I'm going to wash them. We'll see what happens. I better not put them in the dryer, right? So stay joyful, okay? So let's see what the spirit dance does here today. All right, so we're going to do a spirit dance. And you know, if you want to hold a special crystal, this crystal actually fell on the floor today. Actually, there were two of them on the floor. So sometimes the crystals will let you know when they want to be activated. They'll just kind of come into your presence. So let's see what they bring to us. So I'm going to leave the crystals on the table. I chose a rose quartz. You know, that opens up all the chakras. It's really good. You know, so let's do the spirit dance. I would say maybe meditate with the rose quartz after we do the spirit dance. And then you can clear some stuff out. So that would be my recommendation. And then we have another one. It has some garnet in it, so it's very good for like circulation of the blood. All right, so you want to bend your knees. It's going to be in the lower body. I can tell already. And then you want to hold on to something if you don't have good balance, okay? So my balance comes and goes, right? So I try to stay in good balance. So we got to bend our knees slightly. Bend your knees. Hold on. And breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth, and through your nose, and out through your mouth. And as you're breathing in and out, I don't know if you started already, but you should feel like your knees kind of moving up and back, gently going forward and backward a little bit. So your knees are slightly bent, and it's going to be mostly in the hips, right? So we're going to be holding on, and it's going to be moving you up and back gently. And you might hear some clicking action in your joints. Okay, so that's where the arthritis is. That's where it's releasing. I mean, I do have a torn ligament. I don't know if it ever healed, but I really need to find that out. So, 'cause sometimes it does get weird on me. All right, so we're just moving our knees up and back. Weird, I mean uncomfortable. Okay, just move it up and back gently. Okay, now we're going to lean forward on both of our arms, if you can. Otherwise, maybe sit down. Okay, but see this, you need to be standing for this one, because what it's doing now, it's shaking your hips. So just allow your hips to move up and back. So it's going into a deeper plie. Right, plie. It's going into a deeper plie, which means you're going to bend your knees more. Let me see. See, it's a hip action, right? So allow yourself to just gently move your hips and your joints. So you're doing the spirit dance, okay? Doing the spirit dance. Clear out all that energy that you don't need. Clear out all that excess baggage that you don't need. Just allow your body to shake it out, like Taylor Swift's song, right? Shake it out. All right, and then let's breathe in and breathe out. And if you want to get something to drink or you just want to sit down, going to do a little meditation. My son really liked the Santo Paulo incense I had. I couldn't believe he was so attracted to it that he actually looked it up online. He said it's only $10 for the Santo Paulo incense. So I think that that's good. I think it's really good that he was interested in it because it's such a high vibration. You know what? I should have told you guys. I think I did about the Santo Paulo incense. It really, if you want to clear, right? If you want to clear the energy, really, Santo Paulo. Here, let me go get it. Okay? Take a break for a minute. I'm going to go get the incense because this is a really powerful incense. It's not my favorite aroma, right? But you know what? It does the trick. It purifies. Not just the air, the spirit. Clanging bells. You know, they say every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. What if every time a bell rings, someone passes over to the other side? Because a lot of times they let you know when they're passing. My friend said they heard this banging, this loud banging, when her brother passed over, before her brother passed over. So a lot of spirits are passing over right now, you know? A lot of spirits are passing over, especially during this war. So, you know, pray every day, meditate for the war that's being manifested, that they really need to stop. I mean, I think the U.S. is right about it. They need to stop the war. It's not a healthy war. No war is healthy. How could I even say that? It's not a healthy war. War is not healthy. It's so destructive. It's a criminal endeavor. It's a criminality. That's what it is, criminality. Criminality at its highest. The torture, the disgusting things they do to people. That's Satanism. You know, I didn't want to bring up this topic, but since we're sitting down to meditate, I think this is foremost in my mind. It even affected my dreams last night. This lady, Donna, she's a really amazing visual psychic, telepathic, and she can leave her body and see what happened at a crime scene. I mean, it's just awesome. She does like this remote viewing. And they try to shut her down on YouTube. I don't know why. Because she's talking about how children are being abducted for human purposes. You know, for human sacrifices. My frame rate is too low. All right, well, we're going to do a little bit of a meditation. I don't know what's going on with that frame rate again. You know, I've seen that before, and then it comes back. It goes and comes. I don't know why. I'll have to research that. So I'm going to light a candle here to burn off any negative energy. It's citron and vetiver. Citron and vetiver. So that's really good. I had it outside, and then I brought it in. That's why it's a little dusty. It's a very good fragrance, and it's very good for clearing. And then this is the Santo Paulo. You can look that up. So we'll burn a little bit. He loved it because you know what? Intuitively, you guys know what's good for you. You got to follow your heart. You have to follow the spirit, right? So I'll burn a little bit the Santo Paulo. That'll help clear us here. I'll transmit it to you guys. Okay. This is nice. I wasn't expecting to do a meditation, but I decided to do it now because I have so many chores to do. All right. All those chores. Okay, so let me clear us. So whatever you don't need, just put it in the fire. Even if you get a coffee can and just burn something in there, you know. And if you feel like, you know, you need help, just get the help you need, you know. Like I said, you could do a lot with massage, even watching a good movie. My friend said What was that movie she told me about? Wait, let me check that piece of paper because I wrote it down. I Can't Imagine. So she said, that's what we have to do is watch that movie called I Can't Imagine. I don't know who's in it or when it was produced. Okay. Okay, let's breathe in through our nose. Out through our mouth. Okay, we're ready, vibrating. So you might feel it more in the sacral area, and that's what's opening up right now. So make sure you're on a steady chair so you don't collapse. And that you're sitting up straight. Your feet can be crossed. Ankles. So I would say rein in your negative thought patterns. If you have the same thought going around in your head over and over and over again, you need to check it out. Watch your dreams. Your dreams are also guides. Dreams are also guides. Yeah, I had a dream about a recycled clothing store. I think a lot of people are going to start recycling clothes and sharing their clothes. I think I heard that online, that people were opening up these like barter type of things, like, what do you have to exchange instead of just going and buying something with money. So there's going to be like maybe this bartering going on. That's what they used to do at all the original rainbow gatherings that I used to go to. I mean, I wouldn't go in another one right now, but people used to barter all the time over there. Yeah, I'm taking my fists and I'm massaging my hips. So it's good to do that, to take your fist and massage your hips on both sides. Break up that stagnant energy, and then take your fist and go along your sacrum. Remember that? I showed you that before. Take your fist and use your knuckles to go up and down along your sacral iliac joint, the one that's just above the crack that you sit on, okay? So where you're sitting there in the chair, right, on your buttocks, and you want to take your hands and go up and down along your sacroiliac joint to massage it. Bring the circulation in there, because that's what everybody's loosening up right now. That's the seat of the Kundalini. All right, my guys, love you. I gotta get myself up and moving here. I'd rather spend my time with you, but the time has come. Okay, so stay in the light, right? Stay in the light, remember? So nice. Look up vetiver, and citron. It's a nice little blend.